Hey guys, Thomas here, and today we're doing a commentary about Halo 5. Again, well, unlike last time, this is actually going to be the formal review. Not only did I get the Steelbook copy that comes with all the lore and a Metal Earth statue kit for one of the Guardians. At the time, it also came with the Fall of Reach animated movie. I'm pretty sure it's a movie around 40 minutes or so, but besides that, as a longtime Halo fan, I'm not pleased with it. Newer players who are used to the Call of Duty-esque gameplay won't like it either. It's just a mishmash of Call of Duty and Halo, and it doesn't really fit anywhere. The art style is that of Halo 4, and even though they brought back some of the armors from previous games to, as I said in my rant, play off of nostalgia, it still seems as if they're still too modern. I mean, yeah, Halo Reach was gritty and everyone hated the grittiness and some people liked it and everyone just thought it had bad gameplay elements, and I'll talk about Halo Reach another time, but for now, you have to just tell that the developers thought this is what a Halo game should progress into, but in fact, it's the exact opposite. I mean, yeah, they've added vehicles and weapons in the past. Circa Halo 3 and Halo 2, those games. Halo 2 added the SMG, which has been in every Halo game since except for 4, because 4 is weird. It's even been in the top-down shooters. So it's been in the game for a really long time. And ever since Halo 1, they've had the assault rifle. And everyone's going to say, oh, well, the assault rifle's trash. Why would you want to use it? And people who play Halo 5 a lot, they're like, oh, yeah, the assault rifle, it's not terrible. It's just really bad. But that's what makes or breaks the game, is the balance. You're not supposed to be able to dominate with the pistol and the assault rifle. I mean, we've seen in Halo 1 where you can just press Y and then win. And that isn't the type of gameplay people want. They don't want this gameplay of someone just pulling out a pistol and just never using anything else. That's why in Halo 2 they added in more weapon balance. And the weapon balance in Halo 2 was also iffy, but it was getting there. Eventually it would all be balanced out, but it never really is balanced. That's why they have the weapons placed about the map. They're called power weapons for a reason. They're called power weapons because if you know how to use them, they're very powerful. And no matter what, if you use a power weapon, then you stomp on enemies. You just crush their will to live. And with this, people just don't even care. They don't even care in Halo 5. They can just pull out the assault rifle at the beginning of the match or pick up the rocket launcher and know when it's going to respawn, because it shows you and actively shows you in the beginning, before it even starts, it shows you where the power weapons are placed. So people who actually play the game less often have a real advantage. But like, if you played for a long time in Halo 1, you would know where a lot of the weapons in armor, well, not armor abilities, but pickups are. You know where those things that help you are. And people who haven't played the game very often would probably have to play with luck. And yeah, people hate whenever you have to play with only luck, but that means that you actually have a learning curve. And if you have a learning curve, then you actually have to learn how to play the game. It's not just pick up and do good no matter what. Like, if you pick up Call of Duty World at War, more than likely, you'd probably experiment and try and figure out which weapons are the best. But you wouldn't be able to know exactly which weapon was the best, because you would be sitting there going, alright, is this weapon good? Or is this one good? Or you would have to learn which weapon was the best for you. So throughout Halo 1, it was always, oh yeah, I know where you can find the so-and-so here. Or you can find the rocket launcher on Gridlock right in the middle. Or, of course, I'm just using crappy examples. Like, pretty sure Gridlock's not even in Halo 1. But on Narrows, I would always find the sniper or some other power weapon and just 1v1 one of my family members on that map and, try and defeat them. But you can't do that in Halo 5. They removed split screen entirely. They had to add in game modes after launch. The balance isn't there. People can just pick up the game and do good out of pure luck. And people who have been playing for a long time are just almost unbeatable. But that's why I don't like Halo 5. Because it puts an emphasis on new players first. It always says, oh yeah, you want to try out this new rec system? It might remind you of the supply drops from Call of Duty. But then you see, oh yeah, this is not Call of Duty. And then you play it for a while, and you're like, oh, this isn't Call of Duty. I don't spawn with a loadout. I can't customize my loadout. That's why people hated Halo 4. Some people liked it because it was doing something more modern, while longtime fans hated it for doing something modern. This is why I didn't discuss this in my rant, because I wanted to pull this out right here and get ready for it. Modernization in video games. Now, I know this is just a review, and why am I bringing this up? Well, good question. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because this can make or break a franchise. With Call of Duty, they're over-modernizing the game. Yes, you will have to do something better, but if you sacrifice gameplay for this gimmick, then you're not doing things right. You're, in fact, crippling your own game. Like in Halo 2, they've added in the cloak for the Arbiter. And they didn't add that into multiplayer. It was a gimmick for a campaign, for the Covenant side of the campaign, for at least like about half of the game or slightly more. But that was why you would have Cloak as the Arbiter, because the elites could do that. So you have this gameplay gimmick that didn't interfere with the game as a whole. That's good game evolution. And with Halo 4 and Reach, they added in armor abilities, which allowed for overpowered power weapon and also overpowered combinations with the armor abilities, like sprint sword, sprint shotgun. Those two together aren't good. You can close distance fast, and with the sword, you can just lunge. And with the shotgun, you can just run in and shoot. And with Halo 5, you can do that still. You can still run around and lunge people with the sword. You can now run around and slide with a shotgun, but it's always built in. And that's why it has bad modernization that sacrifices gimmick for gameplay and balance. So, if you've ever been Spartan charged or Spartan slammed, you see a living example of how gameplay is underneath the gimmick. Like, the balance of the Spartan slam is just too bad. Like, you can shoot someone out of the air, yes, but if you're playing on a tight map and it has some overhang, if any, players can jump off, charge the Spartan slam before you can tell what's going on, and then drop in on you unless you're hyper aware all the time or just staring at your minimap. And that would explain why the enemies move at 15 frames per second halfway across the screen. Like, you can have an enemy standing fairly far away, like about a good foot or two away, and they'll be moving in 15 frames per second. The game's performance is bad, even on modern consoles. So, this game has had bad fucking balance, bad frame rates. Even on Xbox One, I've experienced bad frame rates in multiplayer matches, let alone getting the game's riddled with bugs. The game isn't a Halo game. The game is just this weird birth defect of Call of Duty and Halo getting together for one drunken mistake. And now we have to live with it on the Halo name. And you could say, oh, Tom, you're just living in the past. Why don't you get over it? Well, the thing is that gaming nowadays is shit. Because they always put the gameplay gimmicks over balance. And that's why I think we should return to that renaissance of 2000 era games. Anyways, overall, if I had to give it a number score, I'd give Halo 5 about a don't fucking buy it out of 10. Anyways, I'm going to let the gameplay wrap up. This has been Thomas Goldencrown. Thanks for listening to me rant about a video game for about 10 minutes. See you guys on the next video.